Riders are lined up on the grid with Pecco Bagnaia in pole position and ready to start. Just a few more seconds until the lights go out and the race begins.
It's time for MotoGP to power up here in Portugal. There will be lights out. Here we go then. MotoGP underway in Portimao. Lightning start for Joan Mir. Second place. Nightmare start for João Zarco. He missed the start completely. Quartararo also away well from the second row fifth. Zarco regrouped, but he's in second place. Stunning start for Mir.
Not the start that Marc Marquez wanted. Was watching him. He didn't go forwards off the line. It's his teammate Paul Espargaro who's the first of the Repsol Hondas there, just on the outside of one of the KTMs. Marquez picked up a couple of spots back into turn one, but he's behind the KTM of Miguel Oliveira.
Can you believe this? This is the first time Joan Mir has led a MotoGP race since 2020. As the reigning world champion last year, he didn't lead a single lap. Jack Miller getting aggressive up the inside of Alex Marquez, down the hill into turn number 5. Miller starting to pick his way through early onto the podium places.
Unbelievable first lap already for Alex Rins, 23rd on the grid. He's already up 10. Look at him, he's right behind Marc Marquez.
He's not really famous for getting his elbows too sharp, is he? Early on here, Alex Rins, he made so many fantastic overtakes, in particular at turn number 11 in Austin last time around. What a start! The dream first lap so far then for Alex Rins. Pecco Bagnaia up into 21st place. And here Bastianini's had a good first lap as well. He's picked up 5 spots, 18th to 13.
No real progress yet for Pecco Bagnaia. He's in 21st. I'd imagine easing his way in to this Grand Prix. But Joan Mir's got the first lap he wanted. He's got 8/10 of a second already in his pocket. But crucially, Fabio Quartararo has also got the first lap he's wanted. He's not got anyone in his way. As Zarco moves his way back past Alex Marquez into 4th position.
Yeah, he can make that Pramac Ducati pretty wide, can't he, João Zarco? Initially got not a bad launch off the line, then it seemed to bog down. As Alex Rins now has picked off Marc Marquez. What a sensational first lap this has been for the Suzuki man. It's been a sensational first lap for Suzuki in general. Joan Mir leads for the first time since his title-winning campaign in 2020. And Alex Rins over the line, 23rd to 10th. Stunning job.
Aleix Espargaro is trying to come past Miguel Oliveira. Espargaro has gone backwards from the front row of the grid. A couple of other riders have gone backwards. Brad Binder is down in 13th. Aleix Espargaro back through now on Oliveira. And Marco Bezzecchi's gone backwards from 6th on the grid. He's down to 15th. You can see him now battling with his teammate Luca Marini.
Looking back then now at the poleman João Zarco. Jack Miller was our cameraman for that view, and it was the perfect time as well because Miller yields. Zarco getting aggressive. He's made a couple of moves there going into turn number 14. Nicely done then. Zarco having recovered from that sluggish start from pole back into the top 3.
Rins is now up to 9th. He's gone past Jorge Martin. That also opened the door for Marc Marquez to go through as well. I can't wait to see Alex Rins' first lap again. That must have been an incredible charge through the field as Alex Marquez now takes advantage, or he looks to, on Jack Miller. Miller, of course, is still trying to regroup from that move on Zarco a moment ago. Marquez stayed fine in 4th as Rins now comes past Paul Espargaro into the top 8, but wide at turn 1. Espargaro will reclaim that move, but Rins so aggressive early on.
Quick check on Pecco Bagnaia, making no forward progress whatsoever, really struggling with that really damaged right shoulder, isn't he, the Italian? He's still down in 21st place. Now then, it will be Mir that leads Quartararo over the line to start lap number 4. They again exchange. Fastest laps of the Grand Prix. Quartararo's got the inside line. Slipstreaming on the Yamaha. What about the top speed of the Yamaha? Through into the lead, then goes Fabio Quartararo, the reigning world champion. Hits the front for the first time on lap 4 here in Portimao. Quartararo at the moment streaking away at the front. Simon, you've got some thoughts?
Yes, guys, the wind gusts are up. That's going to make it harder to be accurate and easier to make a mistake.
Yeah, thanks for that, Simon. It's been pretty chilly, pretty wet and windy, wet and wild throughout this Portimao Grand Prix. We hope that there's no rain coming from those big clouds. Now the yellow flag in sector 4.
Jorge Martin.
Oh, Jorge Martin's bad day continues. He crashed this morning in the warm-up. He had his worst qualifying yesterday. His worst qualifying since the Dutch TT in Assen, and this is a rare mistake. Portimao has not been kind, has it, over the last 12 months for Jorge Martin. In FP3 here last year, he had that horrendous crash, multiple fractures in FP3 at turn 7. He's down and out and very frustrated, very angry with himself. Jorge Martin, he was 10th in the World Championship coming into this Grand Prix.
They're both lapping in the mid-139 to 139.6 last time around for Aleix Espargaro. For the second consecutive lap, he was half a second quicker than this battle for second. Well, we've seen what João Zarco can do, or what he can try to do behind Joan Mir. Of course, he had a go at the start of this lap, ran wide into turn 1. What can Jack Miller do now that he's caught this pack? Of course, it was the battling amongst them at turn 1, and Zarco's mistake that has allowed Miller to get even closer now. So we've got a three-way battle as it stands for second place. Aleix Espargaro has made some gentle progress on this lap, but it's still 1.1 seconds as it stands at the moment, as Zarco once again breezes past the Suzuki on the start-finish straight. Can he get it stopped this time into turn 1? Mir doing his level best on the brakes. Zarco, though, this time would appear to have got it stopped. Can he now pull away from the 2020 world champion?
The Ducati just seems to have less wheelie coming over that crest out of the final corner. Maybe that the extra wings, the better aerodynamics. The Suzukis have talked about that. It just looks like Mir has a little bit more wheelie and loses more drive out of 15, and that has allowed Zarco to slip on through. This time around, it's a successful mission. Mir then dropped back down to third place, and Jack Miller's been much quicker than the Suzuki man over the last 5 or 6 laps, so it could get worse here for Joan Mir. This will be pretty deflating for the 2020 world champion if he doesn't even finish on the podium from a career best second place on the grid. We certainly expected Mir to be fighting for the win here today, and he's potentially getting dumped off the podium. We've still got 8.5 laps to go here in Portimao.
Suzuki will also be heartened by the fact that Joan Mir hasn't been dropped by Joan Zarco, but the pace amongst this group is pretty slow. The fastest man amongst them, without question at the moment, is Aleix Espargaro, who's just behind us as we're on board with Jack Miller. Yellow flags though out now in sector 3.
Trying to work out who might have gone down in that third sector. It's clearly nobody in the lead group.
Brad Binder.
Oh, Brad Binder, that's a rare mistake from Brad Binder then, because he was on a fantastic run of points scoring, finished points actually in his last 18 Grand Prix for the South African. That great run has come to a disappointing end here in Portimao. We're on board then with Joan Mir Suzuki, looking back to Jack Miller, who's going to power that Ducati on by here in Portimao, is he? It's a game of chess on the brakes down into the first corner. Oh, no! Miller on the front end, loses the front, trying to find a way through at the inside. But Joan Mir on the outside with nowhere to go. Joan Mir gets collected. A bit of a sarcastic clap there, it looks like, from the former world champion. He's going to now check on Jack Miller, but yeah, thumbs up now, just making sure that he's okay. But Mir and Miller then out of podium contention. That was Miller's mistake, and unfortunately the innocent victim was Mir on the outside.
There's history between these two, isn't there, from last year? Jack Miller up the inside. You could see how desperately late he was braking. The front just tucks, and Joan Mir absolutely nowhere to go. It was already a deflating afternoon for Joan Mir, who thought he was going to be challenging for a race victory this afternoon. He leaves Portimao with no points.
Well, you can see how hard Mir was braking. That rear tyre jumping off the ground in the hard braking zone for turn number 1. Miller on the inside. Miller used the power of the Ducati to get alongside Mir in the braking zone for turn 1, but as he turned in, squeezing that front brake lever, the front end just gave up, and on the outside was poor old Joan Mir. That's great to see, of course. As Lewis said, these two do have a bit of a checkered history. A couple of controversial moments between the pair last year, but the factory Ducati team management don't look too impressed, do they? Jack Miller will know that was his mistake. He'll be full of remorse for taking out Joan Mir as well. Now, what that means, of course, as well, it means Zarco now is in second place, as he was. He avoided all that drama directly behind him. Alex Rins then now will be level on points in the championship with Fabio Quartararo, and it's game on now for Rins in terms of the podium. He's less than a second behind Aleix Espargaro, who has now been pushed inside that top 3. What late drama here in Portimao. Drama we've seen right from lights out in Qatar back in early March. Incredible.
Rins was faster than Aleix Espargaro on that last lap, although you do wonder whether Aleix Espargaro was perhaps a little bit preoccupied and distracted with what happened up ahead of him in the battle and the ultimate collision between Joan Mir and Jack Miller. But from 23rd on the grid, if you'd have said to Alex Rins that he could potentially be in a share, or potentially, if he moves some more ground, the outright World Championship lead, he would have bitten your hand off.
Marc Marquez getting the better of the brotherly battle with Alex Marquez at the moment, so Marc Marquez looks like he might late on here rescue a top 6.
Yeah, let's see if Alex has a go back at him then. Coming on to the home straight now, you can see just behind them, Pecco Bagnaia not quite close enough to make a real move on Paul Espargaro, so he's sitting in 9th position. Alex looks like he's got much better drive out of the last corner.
Yeah, again, turn 15, it just looks like that's been a part of this circuit where Marc Marquez has found it really difficult to get that rear tyre hooked up, and he's certainly getting it hard to stop that Repsol with the first corner somehow. He reach the apex. And look at Pecco Bagnaia here. What a heroic ride this has been from the Italian, keeping the pressure on Spargo in that battle for 8th place. Fabio Quartararo is long gone. You'll see him there coming out of turn 5, attacking turn 6. The runaway race leader here. It's the first win of the season, the first win in his title defence for the Flying Frenchman. It's been an exhibition, as we said, an absolute masterclass from Quartararo. Classy performance by him. Johann Zarco, though, trying to take 20 precious points for 2nd place. He's been there for a long time, the pole man. The pole winning sequence will be broken here in Portimao. Zarco won't care though, because he's on course for his 2nd podium finish of the season, his best result of the season so far.
Yeah, Spargo looks too far behind now to really make a move. Pecco Bagnaia not giving up on this. He's back behind Spargo. Alex Marquez still holding on in the battle with brother. This one will go right to the flag. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th could still change. Bagnaia now very, very close. Surely he's going to move into 13. Here he goes. And Mark through on Alex too.
Yeah, Pecco Bagnaia was going for it. He's just maybe going to run Spargo a little bit wide. Spargo will cut back and have the inside line then into turn number 14. But here comes Fabio Quartararo. It has been picture perfect in Portugal for the reigning...
To the runner-up, who's getting a well-deserved round of applause from his team members. This is a really good result and will give him some optimism for the upcoming races. We're live for the podium ceremony, where there is an Italian flag flying from the top step. A very clean win in great style. Bagnaia beat his opponents with a clear victory today.